This week on Jaguar Journals. A missing female makes a remarkable reappearance. There's a Jaguar showdown as males fight for dominance. And this year's collaring campaign,
Running.
kicks off with a bang.
I didn't expect this to be going on. This is another level of drama.
I'm Lizzie Daly. I'm a biologist and conservationist, and I tag and track wild animals. I'm here in the Brazilian Pantanal with a crew of filmmakers to try and understand one of the world's most elusive big cats.
I'm joining a team of scientists on a groundbreaking Jaguar research project like nowhere else.
Over 5 weeks, I'll be following the most iconic jaguars and their families. Fera, the queen of the Pantanal. Ferinha, the free spirit. Badalo, the contender. Surya, the supermum. And Arawera, the new girl. These big cats are now so used to scientists that they share their most private moments and let us in on the secret world of wild jaguars. I am back in Brazil's Pantanal. After 3 months away, the increasingly unpredictable rainy season should now be over. And I'm on my way to catch up with the On Safari Jaguar team to find out what's been happening while I've been away.
It's really surreal being back here.
On my first visit, I got to know Badalo and witnessed his battle for dominance. We met Ferinha,
There she is.
but didn't ever find out if she has a cub. And I was lucky enough to be there as Surya's cubs ate meat for the very first time.
A lot can happen in 3 months, so I'm really excited to meet up with the team and to hear about what's been going on. I think I've been mozzied already.
Here we go. I am a bit nervous, actually. I can see Lily now.
Hello, friend.
Hey, Lizzie.
How are you? Lovely to see you.
Great to see you, my
It's
friend.
been ages.
It is, right?
Well, let's unpack, and then I want to hear everything about what's been going on.
For sure. Lots of things to unpack.
Exciting. All that heat still here, Lily. Only 38 bags in about 40-degree heat. It's fine. We always get the heaviest ones.
Kit unloaded, project leader Lily Rampin is keen to bring me up to speed. First, troubled mum Ferinha has had serious collar problems.
Crazy stuff happened since you left. Not great news as about Ferinha. Her collar is not fine at all.
Do you know where she is?
No, that's the problem. Because of the collar, we don't have any tips now. It's
Okay.
tricky to find her.
The team haven't seen her for 2 months. With her collar not working, she's going to be even harder to find, particularly if she's protecting a cub. And she's not the only jaguar to give them the slip. Fera, the queen of the Pantanal, who they've been studying for years, has also lost her collar.
And Fera is okay?
She's okay, we found her. Samba is great. Samba is great. Her neck is just naked.
Wow, okay, big update.
Yeah, big, and it doesn't stop there.
Lily has huge news about Badalo.
Badalo we're seeing fighting. Dead bad.
The team witnessed Badalo and a new male rival, Cascalho, squaring up to each other in a fight for dominance. Unlike the other males in the area, Cascalho wasn't born here. He's an outsider.
The day that this huge fight was filmed, they keep fighting the whole afternoon for Surya. Surya was around,
Okay.
and they keep fighting.
After the fight, Badalo went missing for 6 days.
No signal of him, and then we got really worried. My boss received an email of mortality signal.
A mortality signal happens when the collar stops moving. It can mean one of 2 things. Either the collar is no longer attached to the jaguar, or the jaguar has died.
Went exactly in the place, and nothing there, Lizzie. Man, I spent probably 3 hours there all by myself looking. No beep, nothing. And then we found his collar. completely destroyed Lizzie.
Are you actually kidding?
Somebody ripped off his collar. So my whole team stood focused on trying to find him. And they did found him with this huge wound on his forehead.
Badalo is messed up. The huge wound on his face could have been caused by a claw or a bite.
What? I cannot believe that. I honestly, for a minute, thought you were about to say Badalo had passed away. That's a big, big fight. So that's a lot to take in. That's astonishing. That's three collars.
3 collars.
In 3 months.
Yeah.
It's a huge setback. We've lost the ability to track 3 of the project's 5 collared Jaguars. Ferinha, Fera, and Badalo, our main contender for dominance. But all is not lost. In 2 days' time, the vet will arrive for this season's 2-week Jaguar collaring mission. We can now make these cats our main candidates for a new collar. But I can't wait that long. Impatiently, I head out to see if we can find any of the resident Jaguars here. I'm reunited with biologist Pedro Reale. Hopefully, he can bring his usual Jaguar finding luck. While I was away, the rainy season has completely transformed the landscape.
And now, I'm back in a place which looks completely different. The landscape here is flooded. Everything looks really lush and green. It's going to be a few more river crossings this trip, I'd imagine.
All this extra water is going to make finding Jaguars a lot harder. But on our way, we pick up the signal from a Jaguar we never expected.
Whoa. Guys.
Oh, okay.
Shipa was with telemetry on, and he just got the signal of Ferinha. And there's like months that we don't get the signal of her collar.
Whoa.
Incredibly, we've picked up a signal from Ferinha's collar. The team thought the battery was dead, and they haven't heard from a VHF in months. It's a huge relief to know she's alive.
I can't believe it, but you can actually hear a clear signal from Ferinha after months of her being, well, no one knows where, to be honest.
When we last saw Ferinha, the team thought she had a new cub, but then she completely disappeared off the radar.
We are battling through some pretty difficult conditions, though.
But this is too good an opportunity to miss. We have to try and find Ferinha. And then we get our first sighting.
No.
Look there on top of the... You see the 2 silhouettes?
Yes,
I think it's there.
On the top of the hill.
I think it's them.
Where are
2
they?
Jaguars over there. Definitely. Those are 2 Jaguars. Look at these. 2 big Jaguars. It's her and someone else.
A
We
male?
don't know. Could be a male. They could be...
A cub?
We don't know.
A cub?
We need to get closer to identify the second Jaguar.
They're there.
Can you see them?
Pode ir, tá? Mind your cameras. They are out.
After 2 months of absence, the team are finally reunited with Ferinha.
The male is in the back.
Who is that? Wow.
The other cat isn't a cub. He's one of the area's 5 juvenile males currently vying for dominance.
Now we need to see who that male is, right?
It looks to be Bakuri.
It is Bakuri.
By the rosettes.
This is Bakuri. As the youngest of the 5 contenders, he's a rank outsider. He was born on the reserve just over 2 years ago. Typically, he should have dispersed by now, but just like other males here, he's found plenty of reasons to stick around.
She's now pushing back into the bush. And they're constantly communicating with each other.
It's fantastic to be reunited with Ferinha. She continues leading him around this loop, in and out of the bushes, for a good hour or so. It seems like she's not interested in this youngster. Bakary has been spotted watching other males' mating tactics from afar. And now it seems he's trying out what he's learned.
Go, there he is. So she's growling at him, and he's, keeping his distance, but he's keeping on her tail.
Last time we saw Ferinha, it appeared she had a cub. But the fact she's entertaining males again could mean her cub has died.
Some of our biologists out in the field, they heard her vocalizing for a cub. We haven't seen anything, neither in camera traps nor in sighting.
And there are more signs that aren't good. Ferinha is no longer lactating. From the way things look, if she did have a cub, she's lost it.
So she will continue mating, will continue getting pregnant and giving birth. Eventually, she might raise some of these cubs into adulthood.
It's hard to know if Ferinha lacks the skills to raise a cub, or if she abandons them too soon. That's why her collar is so important, as it will help the team find and monitor her cubs and see what's happening to them.
With the collar, we can even learn when are they dying, why are they dying. So these are open questions that we are starting to study now in the wild.
And I find that quite fascinating, that on an individual level, you're starting to learn about how these females are as mothers.
They are still teaching us lots of things every day.
Ferinha definitely is.
Ferinha definitely is.
I just wonder what that journey is going to be like for her as she grows up and continues to be a mother.
Finally, Ferinha tells Bakary she's had enough. Bakary heads to the water, thoroughly told off. Ferinha heads to the best place to keep him at bay. This morning, I didn't know if we'd find any jaguars at all. Witnessing Ferinha's reappearance and Bakary's flirtations have made it an amazing first day back in the Pantanal. With the vet due to arrive tomorrow, we need to get the new tracking collars set up and ready. Meanwhile, Richard heads out with Pedro to try and find the whereabouts of the now uncollared Badalo. His previous collar was chewed off, and he will be the main target for tomorrow's collaring mission. But finding a specific uncollared cat on this 500 square kilometre reserve is not going to be easy. With no collar to guide him, Pedro has to use more traditional tracking skills. Drive around Badalo's territory looking for prints, scat, and other clues.
Whoa, stop. I think there's a jaguar. Over there, you see? Yeah. We'll try to get closer to check, but it's definitely a big male. It's not collared as well. No way. Guys, I think it's Badalo. It looks like the pattern it has on the forehead. I'm almost sure it's him.
He's just lying down in the grass. So I'll just keep him nicely framed and wait to see if anything happens.
Pedro identifies the distinct forehead pattern. X marks the spot.
Yeah, that's him. That's Badalo. That's Badalo.
Richard to Lizzie.
Hey Richard, go ahead.
So I've got some really interesting news. I'm currently with Badalo.
That's incredible.
He's looking a lot better. His face is all cleaned up. He looks sort of stronger. Got more swagger about him. Yeah, it's like really looking at a cat in its prime.
That's so cool. Well, you stick with him, and we'll make a plan this end. Thank you.
Okay, see you in a bit. Cheers.
While Richard sticks with Badalo to maintain eyes on his location, I finished sorting out the collars. To go with On Safari's own GPS tracker, I've brought in an exciting bit of animal tracking technology. It would be my dream come true to get this specialist bit of kit onto Badalo's collar.
So Lily, this is, I'll show you, that's the tag.
It could give a new level of insight into these big cats.
This is really exciting because my background is in animal movements, but more specifically, I use these. These are called triaccelerometers. The first on jaguars in the wild. So in terms of actual scientific findings, I mean, I'm pretty pumped about it.
This triaccelerometer is like a smartwatch for cats. It can measure how fast they run, how long they sleep, and their body temperature throughout the day.
Can I feel it?
Yeah.
It's super light.
The weight is really important as we want to make sure the collars are kept below 1% of a jaguar's body weight. Around 1 kilogram for a male like Badalo.
If we do get these on, then it's all going to really come to life, I think.
For sure.
In a world first, this would allow On Safari's scientists to observe what the jaguars are doing out of sight. This tag will stay on the collar for 1 week, recording hundreds of data points every second. And before deployment, I'll program it to drop off exactly when I want it to. Although that doesn't necessarily mean where I want it to.
I've lost many a tag. Some tags are actually sat at the bottom of a river right now in Kenya. So it comes with many risks, but if you do get these tags back, hopefully these will give us an opportunity to, really open up our understanding of what these jaguars do in the wild.
And there is one jaguar we would all love to learn more about. Badalo. Richard has discovered exactly what's brought Badalo to this area of his territory. He's guarding a carcass.
He could sort of charge at the vultures to scare them away. Now they're all backed off and he's sort of settled down now. He's not actually feeding, he's just there to stop them feeding on the carcass.
Vultures have a habit of stealing jaguar food. So Badalo is on high alert to keep them away. A cow that's died from natural causes like this is an easy meal for Badalo while he recovers. And he doesn't want to share it with anyone.
This is a real privilege to see him out in the wild.
Badalo is constantly grooming himself. Jaguar saliva has antibacterial effects, so this is aiding the healing process. It's definitely working. His huge wound is barely visible.
Nice to see Badalo out in the open like this. Last time I saw him swim a lot of times under the bridge, so it's great to have him now in the open pantanal.
Hopefully, Badalo will stick around in this area. The vet will be able to collar him, and I'll be able to get my tag on Badalo. It's the beginning of my 3rd day back in the Pantanal. The vet, Juarez, has arrived. He's been working with On Safari since 2012 and has collared over 40 jaguars here. But even for an expert, finding jaguars won't be easy, especially in these flooded conditions. Badalo is our priority. We head out ahead of Juarez in the direction of the carcass where Richard saw Badalo yesterday. And this huge wetland is definitely living up to its name.
There is literally water flooding into the river right now, so we just need all bags off the floor because there is water pouring in around our feet right now. Oh, is this a dry bag, what?
I think it is.
Yeah, really right.
I don't know how effective it is.
We'll find out. Want me to pull it? Ready?
Suddenly, we spot one of Badalo's female followers. It's Surya. She's in Badalo's territory, so he could be nearby. But the encounter is brief, as out of nowhere, the heavens open.
We need to wrap this up, get the cameras under cover.
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this is a bit too much, even for us.
Cameraman Richard isn't taking any chances.
So welcome to rainy Pantanal.
This amount of water could trash our filming equipment. But we keep shooting on a small waterproof camera.
Quickly trying to cover everything we can. There we go. Because it's coming down bucket. Just in time. So Surya just headed off into the thick grass, probably to find cover under a hammock forest.
In the meantime, we're stuck undercover too, until this downpour passes.
Wow. Incredible. This is the Pantanal that I really wanted to see, the rainy Pantanal, Pedro.
Armpit.
That's good deodorant. How's everyone doing? Actually looks comfortable as hell.
After 45 minutes, it's eased.
Wow.
It's better.
With the rain subsided, Juarez arrives and we head off to find Badalo. Richard stays behind to see if he can film Surya and possibly her cubs. But when we get to the location of the carcass, there's no sign of Badalo. We'll need to scope out the rest of his territory. Richard is happily having more luck than we are. He spotted Surya's cubs. Since their first taste of meat 3 months ago, they're really enjoying their new diet. Chanella is pushing his way to the front of the queue, asserting his dominance already. He's growing much bigger than his sister, Juba, and will make sure he's always first in line for food. Surya must be nearby, probably resting if she's dragged this huge carcass into the trees for her cubs. While Richard sits it out in the hope of seeing Surya again, I'm still trying to find Badalo. The day has begun to heat up. We often found Badalo seeking shade under a small bridge, so we decide to stake it out and see if he shows up.
And, you know, if it's a go, if he's there, then that's a really good thing, because if we get the thumbs up from Juarez, it's a dry area, it's an open space, so fingers crossed, we might actually be able to get our tags out.
It's right by an empty lodge, and there are lots of shady spots where he could be hiding.
Wow. Everyone's coming to see Badalo.
But the presence of all these cows isn't filling me with much hope.
Moment of truth. Fingers crossed. No, Badalo. He's definitely not under there, is he?
We spend the next few hours driving around Badalo's territory without any luck. So I decide to check in with Richard. He's still with Surya's cubs, and now Mum is back.
So the Jag's right behind me. It's actually too close to get with the camera because it's less than 5 meters away. So I want to quickly put the lens on now.
After a frustrating day not finding Badalo, I have Jaguar envy. As Richard is nearby, we decide to take a pause in our search for Badalo and catch up with reliable Surya and her beautiful cubs.
We are going to their left side.
Okay.
And park there to see the situation as well.
It's my first real Jaguar sighting of the day.
They just disappear in the grass. The long grass. Look at that. So you can just about see Surya sat now in the long grass, and the two cubs are just joining her. But she's pushed out of this bush here. They're just waiting and seeing what she's doing.
Juba and her brother Shanella are now around 6 months old. This flooded environment will be totally new to them. Surya is teaching them how the long grass is great for hiding from trouble, or for staging an ambush attack.
Oh yeah, wow. They are so much bigger. These two cubs, you know, we've seen them be quite curious, aware of their surroundings, bold, but they are so much bigger since just a few months ago when we were here.
They've had a proper growth spurt. I do love seeing these two out in the open with Mum. They're always so comfortable around us.
I can already tell that they are way more bold. They came straight up to the bonnet of this car.
Surya is moving towards an impassable area, and there's still been no sign of Badalo. We decide to call it a day. Fingers crossed for tomorrow. We're up early, hoping today's the day we get lucky and collar a Jaguar. All 4 teams are out, and today I'm riding with Bia. It's all hands on deck to find the elusive Badalo. Although I'm now beginning to accept it's luck of the draw as to who I'll fit my tag onto. We make our way back to Badalo's territory and his beloved bridge. But as we've yet to see him there on this trip, I'm not holding out too much hope. However, we have been left with a clue.
Yes! Whoa! Let's have a look.
I've spotted some paw prints, and they look fresh.
So here, we've got a huge track. You can see it really clearly, just there. Got the back pad and then the toes, so it's very much going that direction. And that's a very, very big print. We know this is Badalo's area, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's probably Badalo-sized.
They're heading away from the bridge, so we're going to follow them and see where they take us. A few kilometers down the road, we're in luck.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What the actual heck? That is a big... Oh god, a Jaguar's just gone in the bush now.
This guy isn't Badalo, but it is a male.
Karai?
It looked like...
What? Big male. Good spot.
Karai is another male vying for dominance here. His territory overlaps with Badalo's. Unfortunately, he disappears into the bushes. But then we get an exciting call on the radio.
Nice. Shipa just announced that he just spotted acerola on the open in a dry area, which sounds like a good situation for free darting.
Acerola is a cousin of Badalo's who I met last time I was here. I'd be really happy with the tag on him. But with everything changing so quickly, I just hope our luck hasn't run out. When we arrive, Juarez is already prepping the dart in anticipation, and we've had instruction to hang back.
They are right next to acerola. So, that looks like a really good potential position for collaring. Juarez is assessing.
Oh my God.
What? 3?
There's something going on here. The other car just radioed us and told us, well, Acerola is that little head, and there are the 2 jaguars which are mating.
Mating.
It's Ferinha, with an as yet unidentified male.
We can hear a bit of growling, a bit of... I'm not sure who that was. It didn't sound like mating. Maybe a mating attempt. But we're being really quiet because they're up and they're moving around. The vet, Juarez, is in position. He's assessing, and they'll update us as to what he's going to do next. Huh?
Then we get confirmation of the other male's identity.
What?
Who is mating?
No.
It's him.
Acerola's mating with Ferinha?
No, Badalo actually.
Badalo is mating?
They got closer to the animal and they could properly identify him. I can believe it.
Badalo is mating currently with Ferinha,
Yes.
and Acerola is here too?
It's nearby, yes.
Oh my gosh, Badalo. Just when you think he doesn't deliver the goods, Badalo comes through.
This is quite the turn of events, but not as surprising as you might think. Over the past few months, Lily and the team have seen Badalo and Acerola's territories overlapping more and more, and witnessed them sharing females in what could be a coalition.
And the idea of this male coalition is really framed around the fact there are so many great resources here, including lots of females, and that density driving this really unique behaviour that you're seeing here.
Then, all of a sudden, I hear Juarez take a shot.
Whoa, 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 look at that! Running, running.
But who has he darted?
Vamos CGI aqui para a direção do Badalo.
We've just had confirmation over the radio that the dart is successfully in the butt of Badalo. After all of that, you know, a bit of confusion around who was here, we're back to Badalo. Can't wait to get actually in there and to get that tag on that collar.
But I have another job to do first. While the vet follows Badalo to check he's fully sedated, we need to keep our eyes on the other 2 jaguars.
So Acerola's up. So that has added another spanner in the works. It's really important that everyone is safe and that the jaguars are safe. And Acerola's sniffing. Do you see that?
He'll be trying to locate Ferinha through her scent, but we don't want him stumbling into the vet team.
I wonder if he starts heading in that direction, suddenly everyone's got another problem.
Acerola starts showing off his phlegm response, drawing air into his smell-sense organ, which increases the intensity of the scent left by Ferinha and Badalo.
So I think the team are mainly concerned right now, not to spook him off, but to just kind of slowly shape where he travels, avoiding that area where the vets are, where Badalo is sedated. It's all going on, very tense. So much to consider here.
Acerola is constantly putting his head down, keeping on the scent trail.
Acerola is on a mission. He's picked up pace, and the way he's striding over right in the direction of Badalo and Ferinha is a slight worry right now for the vet safety, for the team.
It's not uncommon for Badalo and Acerola to be seen in the same area. But with Badalo sedated, the team can't be sure it won't lead to an aggressive encounter.
I didn't expect this to be going on. This is another level of drama. So all we have to do is to try and keep him away as much as we can from that area, because we really don't want him getting too close. It's going to add in so many additional issues and worries. This is not great news.
Acerola is just 100 meters from the vet team. But suddenly, he seems to pick up the scent he was after. And makes a beeline for Ferinha, who's further away by the pond.
Oh, wow. Oh, go straight in. Oh my God. Straight in, mating. I cannot believe this. He's mouthing.
This biting of the back of Ferinha's neck is fascinating. It's Acerola's way of stimulating her into ovulation.
Wow. She's rolling around. That is it. That's the switch.
Jaguars are not monogamous. Acerola will have mated with Ferinha before, and he's taking his turn again, while his comrade Badalo is safely with the vet team. Time to head over and start setting up the tag. I leave Richard behind to keep an eye on the new lovebirds.
I can see the team now. The vet is working on Badalo in the back of that truck. Oh, my heart is racing a little bit. It's gonna be the first time we get up close to Badalo, which is a really strange feeling.
Or are you more nervous because this is the first time you're flying a tag on a Jaguar?
I don't know anymore. I think everything so far has gone right, and so much rides on making sure that, you know, all these pieces fit together. So to see it happen is a really thrilling, you know, heart-pumping experience. But to say I'm not nervous would be a lie.
Juarez and the research team have begun collecting samples.
I'm taking the respiratory rate, the heart rate, and what you say, pulse oximeter. We are trying to identify how many oxygen it has in itself.
This is the third time Badalo has been sedated to have a collar fitted. Collecting blood, hair, urine and fecal samples adds to their understanding of Badalo's lineage and shows how he's reacting and adapting to the environment around him.
In this moment we collect as much as possible of information, and then we compare with the information about the other Jaguars.
Before I meet Badalo, I need to program the tag and the drop-off mechanism. Time is of the essence.
This will be placed on the collar, the GPS collar of Badalo. This is a step that can't be done any time before we know that Badalo has been sedated. So it's an important step for us. I cannot wait to actually meet Badalo up close. A bit overwhelmed by it all because he's been such a fantastic Jaguar to follow and such an important male here in this landscape. That's all ready to go now and it's been activated, so yeah, now we have to just get this on the collar.
It's finally time to meet my hero Jaguar face to face.
It's everything. It's the tail, the rosettes, the size of the paws. This is a really special moment, being this close to Badalo.
Then the moment I've been waiting for, getting my tag onto Badalo. I can't believe this is finally happening.
This will be the first time this tri-accelerometer has been deployed on a Jaguar in the world, which is pretty exciting. We're just doing tightening the final screws. They need to be completely secure. We set everything up, so that's pretty much it. We'll come into the final steps before we then leave Badalo and let him come around. All the way around?
Time to move Badalo to the shelter of the bushes as a safe place for him to come around. It could be several hours before he's fully up and back to normal.
Everything going okay, Juarez?
Everything is okay. We are just finishing to do the last check. So we have water all around, and this is the dry place. and today is hot. So then that's why we move it here.
Time to leave our leading male to wake up in peace.
Today was a
great.
great success.
When Badalo wakes up, he may make his way towards Ferinha, hoping to take his turn to mate with her. So I decide to head back to Richard, who's been keeping an eye on her and Acerola.
So just here by the pond, this is amazing to watch, seeing Acerola and Ferinha mate. They're mating quite frequently. Usually it's sort of only about every 20 minutes, but these two are going at it every 6 or 5 minutes or so. It's just fascinating. Yeah, Ferinha definitely seems to be keen on Acerola. Maybe she's his new favourite.
When we get there, we can't see them.
Oh, wow.
But I can hear that they're still at it.
Oh, there you go.
Roaring. It's not far from us.
Yeah.
It's right behind us.
We wait by the bushes for over an hour, listening to the sounds. But then, all of a sudden, what we are hearing changes.
That's not a mating call.
No. This is some aggressive behavior.
Yeah.
Remembering that mating can be aggressive at sometimes.
The ruckus is still coming from the bushes, but we spot Ferinha on the other side of the pond.
Oh, there.
That's Ferinha?
Let's check.
That looks like Ferinha.
That's Ferinha. Ferinha's leaving.
She's gonna swim. She's probably cooling off.
But if Ferinha's over there, who's in the bushes with Acerola?
It sounds there might be another jaguar.
They're getting so close. They are maybe 10 meters away, just in the bush here. But moving this way.
Just if anything, we just stay very still.
Okay. Let's see what happens. I got 5 meters away. Yeah. Everyone stay still. Stay still.
This is Acerola. So who is he fighting with?
We saw Acerola pop out just then, have a look at us. We can't figure out if it's two males fighting, but there's so much aggression right now. That roar, though, that you feel, it's just like bone shaking. It runs through your whole body. It's really hard to describe, but that's when you understand their true power, their true presence is when you feel the power of that roar running through your body. It's just nothing like it.
Then Pedro checks for a signal nearby, and there's a surprising result.
Badalo's signal is so strong.
No, that changes things.
There's no set length of time for a jaguar to wake up after being darted. But it looks like Badalo couldn't wait to get back on his feet.
So Badalo would have had his rest, he would have relaxed for the day and then come round and then headed back to basically mate with Ferinha and found Acerola mating with Ferinha. So no wonder they're fighting, no wonder there's conflict.
Although Badalo and Acerola are thought to be forming this coalition, it doesn't stop them falling out over a female.
Did you hear that? There he is, there he is, there he is!
It's Badalo, and he's wearing his new accessory.
Well spotted, Lizzie.
Wow, that's the first time seeing the tag on Badalo. Okay, he's going in the water. Badalo is probably going to follow now across the route that Ferinha took across the water. Let's hope that tag's waterproof. Look at him going for a swim. Just a little cool down.
That's beautiful.
Badalo has a new cut on his face from his scrap with Acerola. If they were full-on rivals, an encounter like that could have been a lot worse. But he's looking strong.
This is such a good sighting of Badalo, and this is such interesting behaviour that we're seeing. Badalo's quite obviously aware of Acerola and Ferinha, and you know, he's trying to head around this pond, probably coming straight for us, to get to Ferinha. Everyone still. Patrolling, heading to Ferinha with the tag on and just, you know, coming round from a huge day already. That,
I'm having goosebumps. It's just...
That's a reward like nothing else. Yeah. What a cat he is.
Getting to see all these behaviours, swimming, fighting, patrolling, and knowing my tag is collecting data from it all is just phenomenal.
3 months ago, there were lots of questions around whether Badalo would be the next big dominant male, but now his actions really speak for themselves. He is proving to be a really impressive male. He's large in size and potentially going to grow a lot more over the next year. So, again, who knows? But if I was to bet on it, I'd say Badalo has got a really good chance here.
And if he is in a coalition with Acerola, they'll make a strong team against any of the bigger males in the area.
This also does lead me to ask, well, some of the males do form, it seems, these coalitions here, but one thing's for sure, this is really remarkable. To have two big males overlapping in this way is just, not something you see anywhere else.
With Badalo, Acerola and Ferinha heading into the bushes, it's time to head back.
That was incredible, wasn't it?
That was amazing, yeah.
But this is just the beginning. Instead of
Where are we going?
It's a surprise.